Motor City. I was just talking about Hearns. You heard that?
Yeah,
I
heard it.
Made sense. I was telling about Hearns and Hagler. No, Hearns and Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
I believe the first 1 to 6, some mixture of that type of flavor. Hearns and Leonard type of early on, settle down, whoever settles who down, which means, whoever settles who's down. If Mayweather settles Pacquiao down, Pacquiao settles Mayweather down. But the first 4 or 5 rounds is going to be an organized bar fight.
I like that.
An organized bar fight.
The whole world seems like they're picking Floyd Mayweather, though, correct?
No, that's not true. The Philippines got us outnumbered in bodies. So if you add the Philippines in there, compared to, that's why I like talking to Bernard, because he get good stuff, right? Now, you don't necessarily get corrected, you just get good stuff.
We just like good stuff.
No, it's like, what, I didn't even think about the Philippines. It's like 10-1 to us, so by the numbers, I think they got us. Billion people or something like that. But, or more, I think it's going to be just what the hype is. I think he likes boxing more than money, but I think that one works hand in hand, because I think he likes boxing based on not having money, and love boxing, not having money, but have boxing first. See, when you never came from a comfortable upbringing of financial situation, and if you're blessed somehow through working, sports, or whatever, you get a chance to now have money, you will go back to why you have, and the reason you have money is because you had boxing first, you love boxing first, and boxing got you the second love if you love money, and so you cannot forget that it was the love for boxing that made you be in a position that we all are in. And that's what I believe boxing is first love. Family and all that, of course, but when it comes to like outside of your family, I believe, I'm not speaking for them,
sure,
but I would imagine it would be love for boxing.
I got one more for you. You fought obviously a lot. You were the oldest guy to win a championship as well, surpassing George Foreman. Who is the biggest trash talker? The one guy
Ali.
But what about a guy you went against? And did he back it up?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I was more or less the love me or hate me or nasty or classy. I was the one that made things happen in the press conference because I had the personality. Puerto Rico with the flag in Puerto Rico. I don't know if you remember that, if you was doing boxing or covering it. Then you had Joe Galazaki here, made some statements, and then some other little things, beans and rice that I threw at Trinidad again. I really abused him when it comes to hyping and stuff up. And then a lot of these things that I can say that I didn't, I meant to do then, but it's nothing that I would do in this active life of color commentating, and I had to have that chip on my shoulder. Most of us, I can look you in your face and tell you, are not what we betray in the ring besides the boxing part, because yes, we got to hype the fight, and yes, we believe what we say, and we got to say it at that moment, and we do. And we have no apologetic reason to say, well, it was just all hype. It's rather for y'all to say it was hype and I don't comment it. But if we can tell a person something and then he thinks about it, half of the fight is won.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of really stuff going back and forth between Mayweather and Pacquiao to look at the signals, and being a guy that's not mastered it but sort of learned a lot from it. It works.
You got to teach me. I'm awful at it. So.
Yeah, but I will. Listen, it works because you get someone to second guess themselves. That's just like taking their self-esteem away from them.
Right.
It's not building it. You're not going to beat me. I'm going to knock you out, and you give them this look, and next thing you know, their knees are shaking or they're peeing their pants, and then you got to fight tomorrow. I mean, come on.
I'll hear you.
99% of the time in boxing, the fight is won before you get in the ring.